Hi, my name is David Zeben from Zeben Development, and today we're going to take a look at Importacular and how we import data from Eventbrite into the Razor's Edge. So in front of us we see our Importacular homepage. You can go ahead and click on the Eventbrite icon and press Start. The very first time we do this, we're prompted to enter our credentials in order to allow Importacular access to our Eventbrite data. We've already done this, so I'm just going to go ahead and press OK. And the next stage is to select an event. Select Importacular Demo. Select the suitable date range where we know there's going to be some data, and press OK. Now this is a relatively small event, which is a test for this demo, so we only have 5 records to review. The next stage is to select or add a mapping template. I'm going to go ahead and select one which I made earlier, and we'll go and have a quick look at that. The mapping template links the fields from Eventbrite to the fields in Razor's Edge. It consists of lots of different areas making up the areas of Razor's Edge. So the first one we start with is constituent, and we can go into that now and have a quick look. So we see here three main columns. The first is the Razor's Edge field on the left here. The middle column is the source field, or in this case Eventbrite, and then on the right is default values. So when we look through the source field, we can see all the different fields that come through from Eventbrite. And then when we look at the default values, we can also see all the different fields that come from Razor's Edge. So we have lots of different mappings here. Let's take a look at the other areas. We have address area, where we have our physical home address. And again, we can see here we've mapped address 1 and 2, city, country, and our postal code. If we look at the country, we can have a look at the settings we set up for this. So click on the settings button, and we see that the source data is going to be coming in as GB, and we want to change that to the United Kingdom. We can also do something similar for the US. So that whenever our source data says US, it gets translated to United States. Of course, we can do this for any field and any kind of translation too. So we have our home address, we have our mobile phone, we have our email. So we see now, we can see again, the email address comes in from the source data from Eventbrite. But we actually select a phone type based on the default value of email. Of course, we could have selected something else if we had something else we wanted to select. So let's go ahead and press save. And of course, for events, it's very important to have participant records as well. So we have these mappings set up here for participant record. We have a t-shirt size attribute. We have a link to the gift, and we have a registration fee. So we have a gift record here, a gift mapping here, which shows our main mapping. So let's go ahead and save and close this mapping. Select a control report. If we wanted to, we could tick these boxes in order to create queries based on records that have been created or updated in Razor's Edge, or records that have caused an exception in Razor's Edge. And equally, if we have audit trail and validatrix from Zeben Development, we're able to tick these boxes in order to track incoming changes and ensure that using validatrix that our changes match our rules we set up. For this stage, I'm going to press continue, so we go to the review screen. So the records are looked up in the Razor's Edge, and we come to our review screen. So here we see an overview of all the data that's coming in. We can scroll across to see this overview. And we're able to also drill down into the individual fields here for constituents and for addresses. So we have mobile phone, we have email, and again participants, and the gift fields. You'll see that some of these records have been found in Razor's Edge. So these first 3, update, it's found a matching record here in Razor's Edge. It's for Kimberly's and for Nicole's. For Bethany, it hasn't found one, so we're going to create that record. And for Kevin, it's found 2 possible matches, so we have to decide which one is the correct one. So it looks like this is possibly a husband and wife, so I'm going to go ahead and select this first one, and it automatically goes to update. Of course, if we weren't sure, we could hold off on this record and just select to ignore it. But I'm pretty sure that's the correct one. So when we're ready to proceed, we hit the validate now. And we can see here that there's been, in the validation at least, there would be 1 new record created and 4 updated. So that seems about right. We're going to go ahead and close this and do the import for real now. Of course, if there had been exceptions, we could go ahead and look at the control reports here, pressing this button. But let's close this. Go ahead and untick the validate now, and instead we'll import the data. And as expected, we have 1 new record and 4 updated. We can go ahead and look at those records now to see what we can do, what we can find. Let's open up Bethany's records. And as you can see, we've created this record now. We've just got address information here. We have our event information. With all our event fields filled out, we have our t-shirt size field here. Registration fees will be added. And of course, the gift will come in once we've committed the gift batch, which the product automatically creates for you. And there we have it, a very easy and painless way of getting data from Eventbrite into the Razor's Edge. You can start importing data straight away. We give you constituent and gift areas for free, and the other areas can be unlocked for a small fee. If you have any further questions, please feel free to get in contact with us via our website, www.zeben.info. And thanks for listening.